Now, if you see this video, we've been intercepted and kidnapped in international waters. Now, those were the words in a pre-recorded message as the campaigner Greta Thunberg and the rest of the crew on board the Freedom Flotilla coalition were diverted by Israel as they sought to provide relief to Gaza. The Madeleine departed from Italy at the start of the month with the aim of bringing awareness to the situation there, the UN describing it as the hungriest place on earth. Well, let's cross then to Jerusalem. We're going to talk to our correspondent Noga Tarnopolsky, who joins us from there. Noga, what's the latest then on what we know about what's happened to the Madeleine?
Hi, Stuart. Well, the Madeleine was intercepted by the Israeli Navy and was taken over. It was taken under the control of the Israeli Navy and is being brought to the port of Ashdod, just a very few kilometers away from Gaza, I have to say north of Gaza in southern Israel, where the crew and the activists will be disembarked. And as far as I know, they will be taken directly to Ben Gurion International Airport, from which they will be deported, each one to their home countries. However, we found out just a little while ago that the Israeli defense minister has ordered for them to be shown, to be screened a 45-minute film of atrocities, a raw footage of the Hamas attack on Israeli communities in late 2023, footage taken mostly from GoPro cameras held by the Hamas terrorists who infiltrated Israel. And Israel's defense minister, Israel Katz, said that, quote, the anti-Semite Greta should be shown who her friends in Hamas really are.
Noga, we've also been covering, of course, a lot over the last week, these aid centres set up by this so-called foundation to provide food to Palestinians. We've heard of some more incidents over the weekend of people being injured and killed around them. What's the latest you can tell us on that?
Well, it's still a mess. This Gaza Humanitarian Foundation that appears basically to have been established by the Israeli army using American mercenaries was forced yesterday to contend basically with the failure of their notion that Gazans could be compelled to come to these distribution sites. To the best of my knowledge, one site was open yesterday. They claim that more than 1 million meals were distributed there. It's hard to imagine how this happened. A different announcement from them said that actually 2 separate sites had been opened in the morning and it was only one in the afternoon, but it's really very difficult to understand the messaging that they're putting out. And very interestingly, in the afternoon, we found out that the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation had simply taken 11 trucks of food into northern Gaza. This is a drop in the ocean, but nonetheless, and had begun distributing them to what they called heads of families, with no distribution hubs and with no security on site. And I think this may be the first overt acknowledgement on the part of the foundation and possibly even of the Israel Defense Forces that the hub model is just not working.
Noga, thanks very much. Noga Tarnopolsky, our correspondent, joining us live there from Jerusalem.